Hey guys, guess what? The car made it to Bowling Green today. Yes, whatever, 300 and something, whatever miles. Everything was great except for the last hour. We were in torrential down rain. So the new wipers Zach installed, well, you know, they worked. They weren't necessarily the best, okay? Let's just say probably we're gonna figure out wipers before October. And then defrost. Defrost has been handy too. And we also need to figure out the issue we have with the big leaks. We're gonna put some door seals or something, because we literally had the Nile River basically running through the car. But besides that, all's good. So we made it down here. We're actually at the Holly parking lot party the night before. So as you can see, there were just cars everywhere here. And then Holly's opened up their shop, and we're gonna go check it out, guys. So we're off to go look at Holly stuff. That's right. Let's go, Zach. Hey guys, Holly was awesome. The big shop over there. You can't really see it from here, but we trolleyed over to here. That shop was really cool. Obviously, we can't take pictures of video in the shop because, you know, but we just did a cool one of inside the exhaust shop. Okay, and you twirl them right around, Zach, and show them like all of it. It's all. Yeah, okay. Obviously you can't record inside there either, or camera, but let's just say that anything that they build don't come from China if you thought it did. The exhaust shop says no, it's not from China. I mean, that's where they make all the Flowmaster stuff, all the hooker header stuff. And there was one part for like Corvette, it takes one guy, he can make 2.5 sets a day. That's it. So 5 pieces. All hand welded in. So really cool. I'm glad we stopped by here. Of course, now it's raining again. Story of our life today after getting soaking wet in the car. But we're gonna walk up to the car, and I guess we're gonna go get some barbecue because Zach loves barbecue. Okay, so we will get with you guys probably. If not, we might not do the parking lot tonight, but we'll definitely do tomorrow while we're at the first event. So they had the scratch and dent going. Got 100 feet of plug wire for like peanuts. Hey guys, we made it day one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find other 58s throughout the week, kind of go with ours. So this one right here will be a 58 Buick, okay? Now what's really cool about this car is on the assembly line, they hand put those things in. Can you imagine being that person? You're like, what's your job? Put squares in a Buick grill. So, but really cool car. So yeah, this is the 58 version of the Buick, just like our Oldsmobile down there. So obviously the louvers ain't stock. You can basically tell by, you know, the way that it is, but it's very clean car. So very nice. It's actually gonna kind of go around. Yeah, so this would be the 58 Buick, which is very much like the Oldsmobile, but just different style lines. This looks like a lot like the Pontiac. And the chrome's way better on this car. You can basically tell by the way that it is. But and like our fuel filler doors over here on these, they built them into that. So pretty wild. But so far it's been a really great event. And I don't know if Zach, you gotta look in there. Oh yeah, it's cool. But a lot of cars here. I mean, there's so many cars here. There's like, I don't even know, 5,000 cars. That whole side is full over there, and actually everyone's rolling in, rolling around. It is just nuts. So I mean, we're not going to bore you with 4,000 cars, but we're going to hunt down 58s, okay? So we're going to hunt down and see if we can find maybe like a 58 Chevrolet. That'd be fun to find. There's got to be one around here somewhere. We know there's another Oldsmobile somewhere. We just don't know where it is. So, on to the next car, Zach. Okay, guys. You know how we were on the hunt for the elusive 58s? You wouldn't believe it. At our hotel, there's a 58 Chevy. Beside the 58 Oldsmobile. So, unlike the Buick, like you saw earlier, when it had all the square dots, this is more of just a regular grill, because the Chevrolet was more of the lower end. The 58s, you had the Chevrolets, and then I think you put Buick, no, Oldsmobile, Buick, Cadillac.
And you had Pontiac in there too.
Oh, yeah, Pontiac, yeah, that's right, Chevrolet, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Buick. Anyways, you guys get it. So, this is a really clean example of a 58 Chevrolet. It is beautiful, and it's in my favorite color, green, as you guys know. So I'll let Zach kind of walk around, I'll just talk beside you. So it is pretty much all stock. It's got the stock interior. He did put it on bags, because another fun fact, the 58 Chevy didn't use leafs like the Oldsmobile. They actually used they used springs. So you could bag these really easy because you just remove the coils and put bags in. So, kind of neat. So let's keep going around. Now this is obviously the 2-door version.
Biscayne.
It's the Biscayne. And then I'll let Zach kind of get around. And there's the tail. So it's quite a bit different. They used a lot less chrome from the 58 Chevy for the 58 Olds, as you could tell. The chrome was a lot less on the two. But anyway, slice it. I mean, they're still just beautiful cars. And yeah. So now we're up to 2 58s. You guys got a Buick and you got a Chevrolet Biscayne. And parked right beside of us. Even cooler. So tomorrow we are going to be in Nashville. I said we didn't do a whole lot because we didn't want to see a whole lot. But tomorrow we will be in Nashville. And hopefully we can find, I doubt we're going to find a Pontiac 58. But you never know, there might be. We're going to be looking, okay? So, and then there's a really cool mail truck over here. I don't know if you guys want to see it, but we'll walk over there and I'll show you, okay? It's got sushi slicers. So, I present to you the mail truck. Imagine getting your mail delivered in this thing. It's pretty wild, ain't it? It's even got the old sushi slicers right there. You know, it's got 2 of them. Pretty wild. I mean, I know we're on the hunt for 58s, but I mean, seriously, when you see a mail truck like that, you know, with sushi slicers, I mean, nothing would mow the grass coming up to your mailbox if you didn't cut it yourself. So, but pretty cool. But we're gonna be on the hunt. There's a lot of cool cars, and we're just gonna keep walking around looking at them. So, catch you guys on the next, hopefully 58. Zach, I got his parts. We just spent like an hour and a half helping some guy out, and we weren't actually very helpful. Well, we were. We got it to run and found out he had broke bell spring. So we're hoping that the power tour gods would bless us. They did. So we're coming by about a mile from here. We're almost to Nashville racetrack, right? And I'm like, I wonder how close our hotel is. I put it in, and literally we continued straight, or you turn left like 0.6 miles to the hotel. I'm like, sweet, Zach, let's run to the hotel and see if we can check in early, and we'll run over to Nashville. We got right there, right to where we turned to get into our hotel. We heard this great big thump. Instantly generator light comes on, no power steering. I'm like, great, we just threw a belt. No, we didn't throw a belt. Nope. We broke all the bolts off from the AC compressor that ain't doing us any good anyway, so we don't have anything else to make the AC compressor work. So, here we are at our hotel on some cover. That's nice. So I guess maybe the gods rained a little on us. But yeah, so we broke the bolts. Of course, they're cap bolts, they're metric, of course. And so I had to go ahead and buy some bolts that we think are going to work. And now we're going to, onto this nice shade. We're going to put the AC back together. It's pretty awesome, huh? You just can't have nothing, Zach. Nothing. But let's see if we can get these bolts to work. I had speed perks. All these bolts cost me $5. Of course, they're metric. I'm glad we broke down here because everything we have packed is standard. We had no metric bolts. So, I mean, we would have literally been down the road another mile and really not a good area to get stuff. This would have sucked for us. But I guess so maybe they did bless us. They got us to here. But let's get this stupid thing back together. Freaking thing. Well, Zach, we managed to get the front drive back on, as you guys can see. And we made it to the venue.
We stamped our badges.
Barely. Barely. And made it back, right?
Yes.
So now we're just going to run through the valves real quick, right?
Yeah, just to
you know, we got to report back to the engine builder, and he just kind of wants to know where they're at. So that's what we're working on now. Is we're just going to run through the valves, make sure they're within and not crazy, and if they're good, we'll report in, and we should be good for tomorrow. We hope.
Yep.
We replace some bolts. Life seems good.
Yep.
So, and the place is kind of filling up now. The hotel. You know, it's getting dark, but let's. I guess Zach, I'll let you get at it and get this checked, and maybe tomorrow we'll get him some stuff in Louisville, since we weren't able to get anything today because it was a mad dash in there, and we sat in line for an hour and a half to get in. So it was crazy, but hey, it's all part of it. But
we didn't even record the other part that we did either.
No, we were in a tear. As soon as it worked, we were out of there. So
no, at the gas station.
Oh, at the gas station too. Yeah, we helped out a guy at the gas station. I think I mentioned it. So
I don't know if you did or not.
But yeah, he had an LS. He ended up having fuel pump issues and other stuff. We got it running for him, but he had a broken valve spring. So, you know, it is what it is. But okay, back at it, Zach.
Yep.
Hey everybody, day 3. We made it from Nashville to where are we at now? Lexington, Kentucky.
Yes.
Lexington, Kentucky. It was like a 4-hour trip, I think, about 4 hours. This morning we left first thing. Beautiful day here. They got us right in. It was freaking the best venue to get into so far, hands down. And I mean, we've been here for a while. When we first got here, this whole area was packed with cars. The front half is leaving, but like they filled the whole back half. So like it's full and more full, and it's really even more full than that over there. And then it's even more full over there. So maybe we'll go over there and just kind of look at a couple things. I don't know, maybe we'll go to Midway real quick, just kind of show you guys what it is. But yeah, the old 58, she's doing good, despite that, you know, one issue. And I don't remember where we left off the valves. He checked the valves. We got with the engine builder. He said, leave them alone. So we know touchy, which made us happy because we really didn't want to adjust the freaking valves last night anyways. But we figured we better check them. And he said they were good. So we left the valves alone. And so far, you know, knock on wood, the AC compressor that haunted us is, you know, remained bolted to the car. So that's awesome. And but yeah, that's about it. She looks good and shiny. I mean, I don't know. There's something about old chrome, just shines. But okay, I think we'll take you guys to Midway on this one, and then we're gonna be staying about another 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and we're gonna hit for the hotel. And then we'll be moving our way up to Ohio tomorrow. So
Something's missing out of the car.
Yeah. Something's missing. Could be the shifter. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, God, I don't really want to shift anymore today. I'm tired. So I did the right thing and just had it fall off on my way. So it seemed like basically the right thing to do. So here we are. We got lucky because all the parts fell off right here. Which is, I guess, a bonus, right? Now I'm trying to reassemble it. Which is supposing to be a lot of fun, actually. It's like some parts have to go in like this, and some have to help with the, you know. If I could take out the rest of the shifter part, that'd be pretty nice, I think. I mean, that's definitely it. Except for I should have one more gate lock right here. That goes in like this. Then the shifter goes in. You get in there. Like that. And then the bolts go through like that. I don't know how I'm gonna keep this whole thing together.
This explains why you've been missing Sixth all day.
Well, I thought the shifter was getting loose. Of course, everything was at 5 bazillion degrees.
You're gonna dump it.
Oh no, I see that. It's like, there's no good way to keep some of the together.
Well, I'm gonna bring him back later.
Okay, because I'm gonna need your help.
Yes.
So, we just got that square bag in there. Yep, bag in there. It's tight, which, I mean, it was tight before, but I mean, we have been on some roads. So, I'll grab the shifter in the next part. Okay. Oh, I scratched at my ball. That's sad. That's a good new ball. So look. It shifts again. Problem is the boot ain't on all the way. But yeah, that explains it. I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, when did this thing get so loose? So I don't know what we're gonna do to fix that.
Nothing here.
Yeah, it'll be fine for right now. But make sure it works. First gear. Hey. Well, there you go. Always an adventure on Hot Rod Power Tour. But she's fixed, and we are literally, I don't even know now. Miles. Hey guys, I know I promised you guys a midway tour, and well, it didn't happen at the last venue, but I will say we made it. Okay, if you're watching this, we made it. We'll make a little video here in a little bit, but we want to show you the midway. So generally, when you come here, you have there's like game things for the kids. You got Motor Trend is over here for buying stuff. You got our good friends at American Powertrain over here in Tremec, where we get all the transmission stuff. And then you got the Continental guys over there, the Optimum trailer. You got Holly over here. On the other side is even more stuff. So, I guess next thing, Zach, let's just cut through and you can keep on rolling for a minute, and I'll just keep on talking beside you. So, but yeah, you got tons of display stuff. Being the last stop, it ain't nearly as crowded or crazy as what it normally is on the other ones. But they got a good selection. You can see some really cool freaking cars. You know, Pilot Transportation right there. You got Mack tie downs, which are basically the best tie down in the world. Mack tie downs right there. That's what we use. And yeah, I mean, you just got a lot of really cool crap here. You got
Molly,
yeah, Molly Pistons. Over here, you got the QA1 guys. And as you know, we run the QA1s in our car. Haltech, that's gonna be a new. We're gonna be having some new stuff for you guys here coming up pretty soon from Haltech. We're gonna be venturing a little bit, so that'll be awesome. And what else we got around the corner? Oh, you can't go wrong with painless.
Nope.
Let's keep on trucking, Zach. There we go. God bless Johnny Cash. That's all I really got to say about it. And well, where are we at now? I will.
All right, bye-bye.
Painless
photos.
the photo people. We'll get our photography done, and then if we just keep on trucking over here, we got HP tuners, and of course because we're at Indianapolis Dragway here, you got the whole drag strip here where they're going to be dragging all day these cars. So, I mean, a lot here. We're walking back to the car. We're going to be going back home, unfortunately. So, I hate that. It's like we gear up for Power Tour. You work your tail off. You manage to get your car out to all 5 cities with breakdowns, or your friends breaking down, or new people you meet breaking down, and then you go home. So it's kind of like bittersweet. It's like, whew, we made it, but whew, I don't want to go home. So that's basically where we're at here. Thing we'll do is we'll have Zach turn the camera on and just kind of show you the cars as we go through, and then we'll do a little talking at the car, and then we're going to put our rear ends back in them seats for another 5 or 6 hours. Not that we haven't already been 5 or 6 hours. So we'll be back when we get on the other side so you can kind of see all the cars. Okay, so you're recording already, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do.
Where's credential pickup?
Okay, go all the way down, see where everyone's walking. You're gonna turn left, go past the dragway, and then go on each of the big thing. You get that on these big jobs.
You were saying
Um,
something. I don't remember what.
I don't remember either. How crazy it is.
They're pretty big, but they're nothing close.
You can't fathom the old cars until you've come on Power Tour and seen the old cars. It is absolutely insane, the amount of cars. What's up? Yeah, let's move over here to the left. She didn't get run over by an OBS.
It's a nice OBS.
Yeah, it's hard to fathom the cars. Here.
Whatever term you like. But you gotta have.
If you've never done this before, I suggest you try it. I mean, worst case, you hate it. I mean, it has flawed. A lot of traffic, a lot of getting in and out of places. Not always the best. But, you know, helping people, meeting new people is definitely an awesome experience. So it really becomes what you make it. Now we got to gear up for next year. Although, I mean, we have another big event for this car, but, you know, what are we going to take next year? Are we going to take 2 cars? One never knows. Okay, we just hiked half a mile back, so I'm a little out of breath, okay? But, so 1 year ago, we got this car. From the woods. Well, we bought it from the guys who pulled it from the woods a year ago. A year later, she just made all the Hot Rod Power Tour. I mean, what a successful story for a freaking old car that was doomed and gloomed. So, we're psyched about the 58, and we're psyched about what the 58 is going to do in the next couple of years. We have some really cool plans for this car. So, I guess what we're going to do is we're going to beat feet home, and when we get home, I'll probably close out this video. But it's been an amazing Power Tour, hasn't it, Zach?
Yes.
So, met a lot of cool people. We're just not looking forward to driving home.
No, not at all.
But we're going to do it.
It's hot.
So,
And I'm tired.
we'll be talking to you guys just like this when we get home. Except for us, it'll be about 8 hours.
Unfortunately.
Well, guys, if you have stuck around for this whole entire video, thank you. And if you don't mind, you know, subscribe and like. That would be phenomenal. But anyway, so we made it back home. Hot Rod Power Tour. In the books. It went phenomenally good. We did find a few issues. You know, you saw we had a couple issues. We did get the car home, and she's on the rack right here. And we're just kind of going through it to see what we could, you know, find that basically all the roads shook loose on this car. And we had a couple issues that we didn't know about, but hey, you know, if you don't know about them, that means they're not an issue, right? Right. So the front tires, if you can tell, this is the inside of the front tires. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yes.
Well, let's just say that the tie rods are a little closer to the tire than what I thought. There was room, Well, you know, I guess I didn't mathematically equate to the tires having a little bit of shift in them. So, you know, both front tires are basically gouged out, but hey, I'm not going to worry about that. We made it, right?
They hold the wind.
They hold wind. So we got to obviously fix that, which I can show you what the problem is up here. Come on. Well, the problem is we have tires that are just too wide. That's the problem. But they're literally rubbing just barely right here. You can see. And only when, I mean, it wore the rubber down. Look at that, Zach. Okay. So we either got to move this knuckle in a little bit, throw a spacer on it, or get tires that are a little bit narrower. So I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something before the next big event. Next issue we had, actually the next really two issues, well, except for the fact that the fenders have almost unbolted themselves. The other side of the bolt in this thing, so it just flops around. But again, we don't sweat the small stuff. Come up underneath here. We got a major pinion leak right here. And I feel that the bearing's going in it because about midweek this thing developed a weird noise slash vibration, would you say, Zach? When you're letting off decel, when you're decelling. And I kept telling myself it was the tires because I wanted to pretend that it wasn't the rear end, even though in my mind I was pretty sure it was the rear end. You know how that goes. You convince yourself it's something other than what it really is. So obviously we're going to pull a third member out, take a look at all that, see what's wrong. We had an airbag that came, it lost a bolt. So we had that problem. And I mean, besides the compressor, which you guys saw in the shifter, and that was just this part right here. You tried seeing us fix it. It was literally this little piece right here. The full bolts came out of it, and it just popped up. I don't even know what that was. Don't seem important now. But, I mean, besides that, this thing was rock solid. She got a little hot on the way home, and by hot I mean it barely touched 200 once. And that was because it was hot for us coming down to Alabama on Saturday. Crazy hot. But yeah, I mean, besides that, this thing was a champion. So not bad for a complete build and small shakedown before. Now we know what we got to fix. We know we got to add a bunch of lock nuts to stuff and Loctite to stuff, and you know, do a little work on the third member or what have you. And
Heat mat.
heat mat. That's, I knew the big one. Okay, so this thing, the headers are way over here, but the problem is all that heat hits right here, hits all right here, hits all right here, all right here, all right here. That's where I'm sitting right here. And you basically can't touch nothing. And then the cup holders right here, this tunnel acts like a chimney, and it just chimneys the heat right down the car like that. And I mean, this sucker right here, it'll melt the frozen drink in about 10 minutes. So we're gonna pull the tranny out of it too, because we want to just check on our clutch, kind of see where all them settings are at, and it don't take very long. So when we pop the tranny out, which not this week, when we pop the tranny out, we'll have access to all this firewall stuff, so we'll clean it really well, and then we're gonna put heat mat up underneath this whole car, because we need to do something to cool it down in there. Whew, she was hot. I mean, hot. Not as, oh yeah, and then this is the piece of, this is the rubber that we had. Remember I told you we kept smelling rubber
We
all
had
week?
like a plastic bag on the way there.
Yeah, it was, I mean, we hit it good. Oh yeah, that's a, yeah, fender. But yeah, so we hit a plastic bag, it stuck there, and we pulled it off, but obviously she still had plastic on it, because every once in a while it smells some plastic. It was just, you know, continuing to burn right there. So, but hey, I can't think of anything else. It was great. It was a lot of fun. We met a lot of people, and if we met you, it was great talking. If you're old friends, it was great catching up. And I mean, I guess 58's pretty much done. You're not going to really see a lot of it on the channel for a while, probably. We're getting ready to start the next project, which is the 57 truck. So that'll be coming out next week. You're not going to want to miss that one. That's going to be a cool project. So thank you all. Have a good week.